hopefully this video will help other people that might be going through similar situations, because we're all people and we deal with things no matter when in your life. You know, if you lose people, you have a void. And I tried to get on an online dating app and I talked to some interesting people, but one kind of narrowed it down. And this lady, I guess this lady, could have been anybody, but they said they were close. So I decided to meet them at a restaurant. And when I got up there, they were acting like they were coming. And I said, "You sure you coming?" And, you know, I should have known better. So my advice, don't ever meet anybody online. It's crazy. You know, you got to be careful. I'd meet people in real, you know, if it's meant to be. So I went all the way up this restaurant and they never showed up. So I was taking pictures of food and sent it to them. And then they're probably a scammer or a hacker or something. But it got me thinking, you know, my wife passed away August the 19th after 28 years. So I've been trying to just stay busy, not to, you know, just sitting there and boohoo, because I see my wife and her presence is still here. And, you know, but I was trying to be distracted. This might be a long video, but I'm sitting in my favorite chair in the living room. You know, I don't have a TV in here. But, you know, this is 2022. Me and my wife went on a cruise on a Carnival, and they took the pictures, and then there's a little wedding thing, and behind the wedding thing is my wife's ashes and her little handicap sticker. Well, hopefully this won't be my last video, but I think I'll be all right. But, you know, I'm talking about scammers. Well, I still stayed in touch with a few of them, and eventually I didn't give any money. They quit talking to me, and so, you know, I just talked to them and see what they had to say, and they had all kind of deals, you know, but they were all scammers, all money. Well, one of them I was talking to, and she got mad because I wouldn't pay her anything, and then I didn't hear from her for like 9 days, and she texted me, so I started talking to her, and she kind of acted like still wanted money, but I don't know. And I didn't have it, and then I had like $3 on Cash App, and I took a picture of that and said, "I can send you that," and they put laughing at me. So I told them where they said they lived, and there's a restaurant called the Garden Grill. So I said, "Well, meet me there, you know, see who you are, and we'll see." So that's where I'm going now. My son thinks I'm done lost my mind, but I don't know. I want to do YouTube, so it gives me content to show I done lost my mind, but I don't think I've lost my mind. But who's the judge? Who's the judge? But, you know, a lot of people go through this, and it's crazy. You know, they was wanting to say they're real, and, man, they putting all kind of stuff up there, and people fall for it. And it's easy because they tap into your emotional psyche. So you got to be careful. You got to be strong. You start getting overwhelmed or start being pulled toward whatever they're saying, you need to make an excuse, say, "Hey, I gotta go, I'm tired, I need to take a nap." Get away and think, because you get overloaded by that stuff you're not used to dealing with. But they only got me 2 times so far, so they ain't getting me no more. Now, they meet me in person, get me, but, you know, a lot of people go on dates and they get them anyway. You pay for dinner, and then they just use you to get a dinner, so who knows? Who knows? But I just figured I'd try it. If not, then I'll start doing other stuff, and I'll just talk to myself. I'll just hang out with Mr. O'Wow. He's a pretty good guy. So you never know. Getting old. Losing a little weight though, which is kind of cool. Never thought I'd do it. But the way I've been doing it is eat chicken and broccoli. A small, and I got a little snacks I can do, and my cholesterol dropped and everything. So I don't understand it. My sugar's like 124 today, so it's not low, but it ain't bad. It was running, over 200 with medicine, and I hadn't took any medicine, just cutting out the sugars. So we're hanging in there, going into Greenwood. At least I get a good drive, and you meet somebody somewhere you want to go, so at least you still get to go somewhere, and you get to do things. There's a place in Georgia, I think I talked about it, it's called Granddaddy's Kitchen. I'm going to check that out. So that ought to be pretty cool. So, wish me luck. You see me after this video, then you know I'm alright. But going to a public place, and I ain't got no money, so just say, hey, I'm broke. So you never know. You never know. Yeah, I was sending pictures to this person to let them know where I was at. I was on the highway traveling up there, so they could see I was making it up there. And then I sent them a picture of the restaurant and said, I'm here, you need to get here. So this is what I ordered. Ordered a double cheeseburger, a broccoli casserole, and I got my coffee. That's where the car's leaking right here. So, I didn't think I was going to get anything done today, but after wasting my time, I'm still going to go to Safelite and hopefully get a water test. That's what they call it. As it was leaking right there. So, the people that just worked on my car from getting hit by the deer, the lady said there could be a drain plug stopped up, and they got to take everything loose, but they do a water test, and then they can determine where the leak's coming from, if they can fix it. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to get the Safelite, let them do a water test, and she gave me the number to the sunroof people. So I didn't want to spend the money, and then I had my tire sensor fixed when I bought the car, and now it's got low air again. So I don't know if I picked up a nail or something at the car place or at work. There's always something. But yeah, these scammers, man, they wanted money to meet. They start talking and then they want money. So I figured I'd meet them in person, and they ghosted me. So I guess, it ain't meant to be. I prayed to the Lord. I said, God, if this is real, if it's meant to be, let me meet this person. If not,
in about 10 miles, turn right onto Truck US 25.
Let it fall through. And it fell through. So I'll just do me and my grandkids, and if something happens eventually, maybe. I don't care. I miss my little wife. So we'll just hang in there and try to be around the grandbabies so they don't hurt themselves. I went to church this past Sunday, so that was good. Even though my grandbaby was fussing at me about my driving. But, it's pretty cool. The food was good, too, the cheeseburger. The only thing, everybody likes onions. So, somehow they got onion taste in my burger, but I ate most of it anyway, except when I bit into it and it went like the little crunchy onion sound. But beside that, it's alright. That's probably all I eat today. That wasn't too bad. But I sent all the pictures to the scammer, told them what I was eating. They said, oh my, playing their part. I've wasted too much time talking to invisible people. So it's kept my mind busy, but waste of time. I need to do YouTube instead. I like YouTube, and that'd be more fulfilling in order to see new things, get out of the house, do your own thing, you know, instead of mixed up with a bunch of crazy people or scammers. Yeah, I can see how they get you. I can see how they get you. If I hadn't got already, one of them got me for 25, one of them got me for 50. If I hadn't had that happen, she probably would have got me too. But somebody done beat her to the punch. I don't know why they won't charge money. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, we're at Safe Auto. Might be here. There's like a drain line somewhere in here. Might be why it's backing up, leaking in the car, I guess. Yeah, Safe Light, they had a technician come out. See where it dripped on my hand? Right here. So he thinks there's a line, a drain line that usually comes like right behind your tire. So it goes down through here. And he said if it's clogged, a lot of times you just pour it and it'll spill up the top. But if he thinks the drain line is disconnected. So you have to take the whole headliner and part of the dash. So I don't know how much that is, but if you don't fix it, you're gonna have a bunch of problems. Now I guess I could take a bottle of silicone and silicone my sunroof so I don't use it. That'd probably be the cheapest thing. But you know, if I decided to use the sunroof, so who knows? I might do that. Because you know, I got my tires showing again. The low pressure thing. I might have a leak in my tire. Now don't cuss, but tell why you think. See, I
can't be like he's a fool.
No, hold on. I'm gonna say what it. All right, James. I've been doing this online, looking at this online dating stuff, and you gonna start doing videos with me. Why do you think? What's wrong with me doing this online videos?
He a little silly goose. There's, a stovetop. If you burn yourself, I usually stop. He is talking people's, and I think it's horrible. He's putting his fingers on the stove, and he's burning himself. His DNA is on the thing. His fingertips already gone, and he keeps his finger there and keep burning.
My son is so wise. He loves me.
He doesn't understand, like, oh, wait, I'm in hurting, but I keep it on there.
Now, James, I tell you, today I was going to meet one of them, and they ghosted me, and I showed you the picture. What do you think about the picture I showed you?
Scam. It's a scam. Anyways, cut me off.
Been a long day. I had that in my pocket, and I was washing my clothes, and I said, oh, man, I didn't get the money out of my pants. So now I'm putting it on my heater. Dry it out. Yeah. When it's raining, you had to put your glasses in a bag, like a rain jacket for your glasses, because they get spots on them. It's hard to clean. So I got some scuffs, and my prescription's changing. So I got to go get me some new eyeglasses. And I got to go in the rain to get them. Man. Yeah, my insurance, I went to get the eye exam, and me and my son were supposed to go to the motorcycle place today and go play pool, and we did. So I got the eye exam, and it only cost $10, and they did a special test because I'm a diabetic, even though my sugar is controlled with diet, but I still have to be careful because diabetes can really hurt your eyes. But the coolest thing, the guy was a Christian, the doctor, and he started preaching at me, and he got divorced, and he married his hairdresser, and they went to church, and they would bring different people to church, and they would ask each other what's going on. They were just friends, and then he got remarried. So that's pretty cool. And he was telling me what to do, but he didn't do it. He said, don't think about yourself and be stingy. And he was telling me about Romans, glorify your body for the Lord. And he said, if I meet somebody, because I told him I was losing weight and worried about my little job, being able to be mobile, and got it to be a big old physical test. And he said, well, just keep losing weight, start walking. And he said, you're going to get buff, and then you're going to have to worry about telling them no. But he said the main thing when you meet somebody, he said, are you a family man? Was your wife a family person? I said, yeah. Did God bring you your wife? I said, yeah, I prayed. He sent her to me, and we was there together for 28 years. He said, well, he said, the Lord will bring you another one if it's his will and in his time. Don't you worry. You put God first. And then he said, to do that. And he said, whoever you get with, don't be selfish. He'll send you somebody, but make sure she gets along with your son and your daughter and your grandkids, because you need to be there for them, and whoever you get needs to accept that part of your life and not have any friction, because you're a family man, and that's what you need, if it's his will for you to be with somebody. Because, most people don't get 28 years. Some people get like a lot less, and it's terrible. So, I've been blessed to have a lifetime worth of marriage already. So that was just so cool, because my prescription changed, because I'd be on the phone and looking at little things, and then I was in church and I could see the writing on the screen when they were singing the songs, but then the choir got blurry, and certain times it's getting blurry. So that's why he said, I got to really watch it, because the diabetes can cause your eyes to start getting bad, and you get older, you got to worry about all this cataracts and all this stuff. So you got to really take care of your eyes, or you can't see. But last prescription I had was 2017, and I've been wearing the same eyeglasses. So now they're starting to get where they're not working. And he was doing stuff, and I said, well, I can't see out of that eye. He said, I did that on purpose, but he wants both eyes. So I hate that. Is this better, or is this better? Is this better, or is this better? But I need stronger lenses now. So hopefully I'll be able to see. And the glasses with insurance is $212. And that's with transitional lenses, anti-reflective, and progressive, which ain't too bad. It's a lot better than, I paid like $700 one time. So it's not that bad. But he said sometimes when they do the prescription, you might have to wear them down like this because they didn't cut it right. He said, just let me know, if you can't wear them on your head. Now, the only thing about this place, the frames will fit better. And I think I was going through Zini, and without insurance, they were like $100 and something with all the bells and whistles. But these frames are like $14. But see how they cut in your head? So if they do something wrong, I'll be able to get the glasses there. And I got the prescription. I talked to them. They gave me the estimates, and then I can get a second pair for 40% off, which I think is $270. But you're supposed to get a new each year, but it takes like a week and a half to get them. But I didn't have time to order because we had to go do that thing with my son tonight and go to the motorcycle.
That looks better. Yep. Shake your head around for me.
So I can get this first.
Up, down. Yep, that's the size right there.
First
That's
motorcycle
3X.
help. 3X.
And that's the I-10, so it's a little bit more expensive. That's all I got it in the 3X.
How much is that?
$194.99.
$200.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Got all the bikes everywhere. Kind of cool. Bicycle. It's gonna be my son's new favorite store. All the helmets, and he's looking at some gloves. He's in motorcycle heaven.
There's the bike I was
They
looking
got the special cups. Yeah, those are all Hondas right there, ain't they? All the Honda bikes. That one's $10,000. It's pretty cool. Yeah. If I was a millionaire, wouldn't be a millionaire long. These expensive toys. Even got one up way up there on the top. Yeah, look at that. Way up here, getting a barbecue, Shane's barbecue, the wings, and a barbecue sandwich after all this hard motorcycle shopping. Guess what my son got? Looks like he got a cheeseburger with jalapenos, fries, and macaroni. My son said he would help me video since to keep from meeting scammers. So he's shooting pool, and I got him shooting some pool. And the guy that's over there with him, I lost, so it was their turn to play. That guy's Rick. And this place has about 5 tables, and it's free a certain time of night, you know, like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. They have it free, but it's busier during the week. So my son likes Tuesdays. It's kind of dead. But he was showing him how to shoot this 8-ball in, and he said, don't just shoot it straight in. My 4-year-old granddaughter could do it. So he showed him how to shoot it all the way around the table and bank it, and they shot it several times before they made it. And that was a pretty good time. And he was playing on the pool table by himself, and he let us play with him so we could play. And we was there about 6, 7 games, and we had a good time playing pool. My tip of my stick broke, so I got to get it fixed. And then I had to shoot with a house stick. But I've had that stick since I was probably my 20s. And I've had it that long, but we've super glued it. But we had a good time playing pool. My cue stick, it had the white cap that went on the top of the stick, and it would fall off. So he super glued it, and then the tip broke. I got to get some chalk too, because they only have like 3 pieces of chalk, maybe 2 sometimes. So a lot of times you don't have any chalk. And it had no chalk and hit the tip, and the little tip broke off. But about my car, my sunroof, I called somebody else, and like CNC Automotive, and they wanted $158 just to diagnose it. But they said if it was clogged, they could fix it. So I said, well, do y'all do upholstery work? Because I might have to take the upholstery off the top of the car on the inside. And they said, ugh. So she gave me somebody else, and I called them, and they got us a guy that does it, and it's only $15 to do it. So I'm surprised that she gave me another business address. And I called them. They said, you got to call, make sure the guy's here. But it'd be a little bit more intel, but they're more specialized in doing the car work. So I had to shop around. They gave me a dealership probably $700, you know, but I was thinking about a $10 silicone tube to clog my thing to keep it from leaking, you know, and I'm all right. One app I had that I was trying to talk to people, I put 2-step verification, and I can't sign into it because I can't figure out where the code's going. So I said, you need to access the code. So, you know, it's probably meant to be. And then the other one, I tried to delete it, and it won't let me delete my account. But, you know, there's only scammers on there anyway. So I'm just going to make YouTube. And my son was supposed to help me tonight do a video, but I got a little bit of him in the motorcycle. He wanted to have it all together, and he's a lot animated. And I said, well, son, one day, you know, even if it's not the goal to make money, because it's the goal to preserve something. Because the guy at the pool place, you know, I told him what did. He said, man, to be careful. And then he said he's lost a lot of people, but as long as you keep them in your heart, they're still there. You know, they're still here. And I got those pictures of my wife. I got a few videos, but she looked kind of sick, and some people made some comments and said, oh, man, you know, who's that, your grandma? And it hurt her feelings when she seen that. So she didn't want to be in a lot of videos when she started getting sick. But I got her in some, you know. But she was something else. But yeah, I'm trying to do the right thing, be smart, not get scammed in. But like the day when I left the house, it was raining, and my shirt is on right now, but it was inside outwards. Nobody told me. You know, I don't know if they noticed or not, but I mean, you could tell. And everybody's talking to me. Nobody said anything about my shirt being inside outward. Like, everywhere I went, I even went to my daughter's, and she's helping me do something on my phone. I went to the eyeglass place. I went to get gas. You know, I went everywhere. And I come back home, and when we was in the motorcycle place, I looked in the mirror, and I was like, my shirt's inside outwards, you know, and I hadn't even got my new glasses yet. So who knows, man? I don't think I'm losing my mind, but this will be a documentation, and my kids will be like, see, Daddy's losing his mind. We need to take over everything. But, you know, I'm going to go to some other country. They try that. You know, they start that mess. But, you know, if I can still mentally able. But, yeah, you just got to watch out. They got me. The only way they really got me was I talked to one, and then didn't talk to him, and then this other one who's just what to say, it's probably the same person, and I figured 25 wasn't that bad. And then the other one said, well, you gave it to a fake profile, you gotta give it to me. So then I did that, and then they did the same thing. You know, but they can't tell me they didn't do it because I could call that number and see they were activated. So they taught me a lesson, you know. But I know they talk to 500,000 people, they're making enough money to stay in business, so they're not going to quit. And, you know, it's not much. It's more than I wanted to lose, but it's not much here. But over where they're probably doing it, that's probably half a month's salary or something, you know, maybe a month's salary, depending on how they are, because, you know, but it's terrible. It's terrible these people take advantage of you. And I just boo-hooing, and my son went to go with his friends, and he said he wouldn't do it no more, but they kind of ghosted him the day before, and then he knew where they were going to be, and we went up there, and he said, oh, I'm going to hang out with him, and I went back to my car, and then I felt all alone, and then I was talking, and yeah, they got me. So he said to keep me from getting in trouble, or keep from putting my hand on the fire and losing my DNA or whatever, his expression, I said, well, son, just say it straight, don't go all around the bush, but that's just the way he is. He said he's going to help me do videos and be on there. He really didn't want to be on there, but he's just doing it because he loves me, and I want to stay in this area. I don't want to go anywhere because everything I have is here. My mom lives a little bit far away from me, so I need to see her. But as far as my children and my grandchildren, I want to be next to them. So I don't want to, you know, money's not everything. It's your time and how you spend your life. That's what matters, because this is it, you know, down here. And then you have to live eternity, what you decide. But I just thought I'd share that. Ghosted by a scammer. Yeah, the picture looked pretty good, though, you know. And most people don't look that good when they get older. 44 years old. So, who knows? I probably ain't ready for it anyway, because the house still looks like my wife's still here, sort of. Except it looks like an old hunting lodge. So, yeah, she'd be fussing. So there ain't nobody fussing now, so I don't know. I watched YouTube, so I had a little TV for her, about 3 prescriptions. So I don't have any prescriptions for TV, and then just chilling out, going down the rabbit hole. I didn't need any TV. But several things, and I really didn't have anything to do because my wife was my whole world. So I got this little job that's been distracting me, but, you know, there's always somebody trying to get you on that one, just waiting for you to screw up. So you got to be careful. And I guess it's that way everywhere. But, you know, time will tell. It might not even be meant to be. But I appreciate y'all listening to me rambling on, and, you know, we're going to do everything. Hopefully the music from the motorcycle place won't be effective. They were playing real loud music at the pool place, and somebody had some dates with them, and they were over there dancing, and my son said, oh, they were dancing. Wait, doing all these moves? I said, well, yeah, they usually do when they drinking and all, but, everybody was calm. There wasn't no bad vibes, and everybody's coming there to play pool, have a good time. And it was cool meeting somebody that's been here about 5 months, moved from out of state. And he said he don't drink no more, but he had a friend that was his guide, and they drank for him. So it was kind of cool that he met somebody, but, that a drinking person wouldn't be effective for my family. And, but I talk a lot, so they'd have to tune me out. But I feeling better. I still miss my little wife. I'm a whole lot better and mentally there for the most part, and feeling better and getting to see my little grandbabies grow up. And I got opposite days off, so I do every other weekend I get off. And we got paid for Veterans Day, which is, I've never had that happen. That is awesome. But y'all stay safe. If you talk to people you can't talk to, don't talk to them, because it's not good. You need to find something to do beside that. But it's been a good distraction. But I believe it was, the Lord's will. I prayed about it. If it's real, let it be real. If not, and they didn't show up, they probably wasn't even in the country anyway. It's probably all fake, because my son and my daughter, and that's kind of what got me in trouble too, because, I was kind of lonely, and my kids would say, you got to be 5 years or forever, alone forever. And I was like, well, they're going to give me such beef about it. It's not going to be good. So that's why I didn't talk to them. So I was trying to make all these decisions by myself in my state of mind. And I got suckered into it. And then when they found out, they're like, oh, well, we need to talk to Daddy. Are you all right? Are you all right, Daddy? Because they were going to give me a hard time. So I couldn't ask their opinion because I wasn't familiar with all this stuff. And they were looking at the pictures, and my daughter could tell where the pictures have been photo edited and cut. And my son looked at it and said, yeah, that's fake, because they've been online. They're younger, more than I have. And I've just been doing the basic thing. So you got to be careful. So if you can talk to somebody that's in the know, it's best to kind of let somebody know, because sometimes you might go down the rabbit hole or do something stupid and you don't realize you're doing it. You are, but you're avoiding having common sense and talking to other people that are looking at you like, what are you doing? Why are you putting your hand in the fire? Like my son and other people, just totally strangers. And then the guy started preaching at me, and I was like, okay, I'm listening. Because, sometimes you hear that inner voice, the spirit's in you, but you just ignore everything you're supposed to be doing. And then other people are brought to in your life to tell you, hey, what are you doing? So if you're in a situation that you're doing some crazy stuff that you shouldn't be doing, or whatever it is, or if you know somebody else, kind of love on them and say, hey, it's all right. You don't need that right now. Or if they'll listen, and some people will, some people won't. But it's kind of like an analogy, like my glasses, I can't see, but I couldn't see what was in front of me. And maybe I needed a prescription for the heart, a new prescription for my heart to be able to see better. But yeah, I just wanted to share all that, and hopefully this helps somebody. And the kids, if they see it, they might make the same mistake. So, oh yeah, Grandpa about went crazy when Grandpa passed, So yeah, I don't want to be like Grandpa, so I better love on Grandpa, So we'll talk at y'all later. Thank y'all if y'all listened all the way to the end to watching my video, and it's kind of cool to keep doing it. YouTube on.